Alright guys, so let's pick up where we left off. Okay, this is your practice problem. Alright, pause it if you need to. It was in the last video. So, calculate the height of a prism whose base area is 12 inches squared and whose capacity, and capacity means volume, is 48 inches cubed. Okay, so remember, volume equals big base times by the height. And our base area, right? This is big base. That's big B. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take, okay, this, and we're going to plug it in for volume. So, 48 is equal to, okay, then we have big B right here. So, 12 times H. Now, we just got to solve for H, okay? And 12 times H, that's multiplication, so the opposite of multiplication is division, so we're going to divide both sides by 12. 48 divided by 12 is 4, so 4 equals H. Our height is H, okay? Our height is 4, I'm sorry. Alright guys, so that's our last volume example. So let's start on rotations and cross sections. So rotations is when we're going to take a 2D figure. So we're going to take a 2D figure like a sticky note, right? The sticky note is a square. And we're going to rotate it, all right? And cross sections is when you take a 3D shape and you cut it. All right. So rotations, cross sections, rotations, cross sections. They kind of go hand in hand. All right. All right. So rotation of a 2D shape creates a 3D shape. So here we take this rectangle and we're rotating it around a certain point, like a pole, all right? And it creates, this is called a cylinder. Okay. Now if we take a triangle and we rotate it around a pole, then that is called a cone. Then if we take a half circle and rotate it around a pole or an axis, okay, then it creates a sphere. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, awesome. Okay. So, write the name of the solid image that would result from rotating the plane figure shown around the axis shown. Right. So write the name of the figure that would result from rotating the panel figure shown around the axis shown. So if we took a circle and we just kept rotating it and rotating it, it's going to end up being a sphere. If I can spell sphere today. Sphere. Okay. Now, if we took a rectangle and did the same thing, okay, it's going to be a cylinder with like a hole in the middle, like a tube. So it's like a tube. Okay, so it's like a cylinder with a hole in the middle, like a PVC pipe or like any kind of pipe, like plumbing pipe, okay? And then the triangle, I mean, that's kind of the same thing. It's going to be a cone. Okay, that's kind of like the graphic that we did over, that's in beforehand. Okay, it's the same thing. It's a cone. Alright. Okay, so cross sections is the 2D shape obtained by cutting a 3D shape with a plane. So, like I said, it's like cutting the bread, or like, I like sushi. So, like, when you cut a roll of sushi, right, or the guy that makes the sushi cuts it in pieces, okay? That's your cross-section. Okay, so, for, like, the prism, for the, pyramid, blah, 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 that creates a square. For the prism, that creates a square. For this one, okay, I mean, this cross-section is going to end up being a, so this is going to be a square. That one's going to be a square. This one, okay, it's gonna be a pentagon. Okay. So, right, because you just like cutting it straight up, and the shape that's gonna be is a pentagon. And I'm kind of. What really sucks about this, right, is I had this really cool activity that I wanted to do if we were going to be in school, and I was taking Play-Doh and kind of making different shapes in Play-Doh and then having you guys actually cut it with like a plastic knife. But we can't do that, so this is going to have to suffice, okay? So, alright, if we cut a pyramid that way, okay, not horizontally, but vertically, okay? That'll be a triangle, right? That'll be a triangle in the middle. So when you cut in this one, okay, it'd be like taking a box, okay, and then cutting it like right down the center, okay, or like this way, okay, straight up and down. You're pretty much gonna have the face. You're gonna have the face. So you're gonna have a rectangle. Rectangle. Okay, and the cylinder one, if you like sushi or like cinnamon rolls, right? So cinnamon rolls, they're like pre-cut for you if you've ever made cinnamon rolls, right? But when you cut it, or the sushi, right, it makes it's a circle, right? That face is a circle. Boom, boom, boom. So cross sections in real life examples, right? So if we took a tube of toothpaste and cut it, we have this circle here. That's a circle. If we cut this bowl of ramen in half, right, that's your cross section. That face is the cross section. I think this it's a camera lens. Okay, so if you took the camera lens and cut it in half, right, that image right there, okay, this part, just the face is your cross section. I don't know what to call it. It's like an H shape, almost. I would say H-shaped. H-shaped cross-section. I'm not even going to try it with the ramen bowl. Esther is funny. So, this is a piñata filled with candy. And they, actually put it in the shape of all the different organs, right? And they just cut it in half, right? So, this is your cross-section of a candy-filled piñata. Awesome. Thanks, Esther. So, math short videos on cross sections, okay? Please watch this video for extra. Okay, watch that video. Okay. Most 3D shapes can provide different shapes depending on where you cut them, right? So you don't always cut up and down, right? Sometimes you cut slanted, okay? Sometimes like you have to cut wood slanted to like put it together, okay? So, like, when you build furniture and you want to create this perfect, like, edge, they're generally cut at an angle, so they fit together perfectly. Trying to show you guys. I see it on my desk furniture, like, so take a look at your furniture at some point, and you might see where it's actually, the wood is cut at a certain angle. You're not always going to get that perfect rectangle, square, triangle. But like here, okay, if we took the corner off a box or a corner off a book, okay, then you're going to get a triangle. So there's a lot of different types of cross sections that you can get. So here, this one is a pentagon or hexagon. That's a hexagon. And here's like a parallelogram or a trapezoid. It all just depends on how you cut it, the angle that you cut it at. And for those of you people that have like experience cooking like in the way they cut meat, because they cut meat in different angles too. And even like if you like, I love sushi, so I'm kind of sushi oriented. But they do sometimes cut sushi. They don't always cut it in like perfect little tube where you get perfect little circle pieces. Sometimes they're slanted. So, what shape would we, if we cut a cross section of a sphere? What do you guys think? So if we cut all the different cross sections, boom, 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 boom. All these different cross sections. It's going to be a circle, all right? Circles, circles, circles. And we have a great circle, okay? And a great circle is a cross-section made when a sphere is cut by a plane along the sphere's diameter. How many great circles do you think a sphere has? It only has one, by the way. It only has one. One. One great circle. One great circle. The other ones are small circles. They're just okay. They're just okay circles. They're not the big great circle. Okay, guys. Describe the intersection of the plane and the solid. Okay, so like right here, it's a triangle. So it's kind of like the shaded portion here. So like the cream colored is where like the knife cut through. Okay? This shaded portion is the face that it makes. That's your cross section. So for this one it's a rectangle. Okay? And this shaded portion, like I said, that again is a triangle. My handwriting is funky today. Sorry, guys. Okay. So if we cut that cross section right there, straight across on a cone, okay, like an ice cream cone, it's not really going to be, I mean, that's funky looking. That only works if you cut it straight. So A is funky looking. B you can only get if you cut it horizontally, or vertically, not horizontally. B would happen if, like, the cone was funky shaped. But if it's just a regular old cone and it's normal, then C. We're going to get a circle. Cool. Okay, now you try. Which one do you think it is? Okay. Tell me in your notes. Pause the video if you need to. Okay. That's too much. Alright, guys. So, okay, make sure to complete your, the homework that's attached. Okay, it's topic 1-1, or 11-1 homework. Okay, make sure that you finish that homework. And this is your last assignment in geometry for the 2019-2020 school year. I will hopefully talk to you guys soon. And, come see me next school year if you can. If you're still there. If we go back to school. Alright, guys. Bye.